This show brought to you by Read the Play, Promoted Trophy and Clothing Company, Kempe International, De Grande Cycle and Sport.
Welcome back to the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show. Moving on to our football segment now. We've been taking in the game at Spring Creek Reserve between Torquay under-14As and the Geelong Amateur under-14As. So we've seen their seconds a couple of times, but we got to see the Division 1 game today, and we've got the Torquay coach Andrew with us. Andrew, it's a pretty disappointing result out there for the boys today, but as you were saying before, you're a little bit undermanned.
Yeah, a little bit undermanned, but the boys were really hard at the footy and won a lot of contested ball, and Geelong Amos played extremely well. So it was a really well thought out contested game. So really pleased with how the boys are progressing. We've got 8 first-year underage players, so good opportunity for them to play against good footy. And the Torquay and MO games are always, hardly fought and contested, and today was no different.
Certainly, there was a battle out there today of the top two, I guess, Ballerine sides. You've been playing against a few Geelong sides as well. How did the boys find the challenge of stepping up against maybe a South Barwon or a St Joseph's or a few of those sides that are right up there in Division 1? Yeah,
they really enjoy it. The club at the moment's got 5 under-10s and 4 under-12 sides, so we're really growing. The town's growing, and the junior football that's been put in place here is extremely strong. So we really are. We look to benchmark ourselves against St Joey's and South Barwon. We won the under-14 Div 1 grand final last year against Amo, so we've got a really good rivalry with them, and they're a great club, so we enjoy playing not only the Ballerine but also the Geelong district clubs.
As a coach, you'll take plenty of positives out of today. Even though you had the loss, you were saying that the effort and the contested football that the boys played is definitely something you can take away from the game today.
Yeah, and that's what we've been working on as a whole club. Our senior coach, Luke Rayner, and a lot of the senior players spend time training with the boys and teaching them the skills of the game, and that's really showing out on match day. So we really appreciate that the senior club and the junior club are closely aligned, and yeah, we're doing some really good work, and we hope that all these boys one day run out for the Tigers in the seniors, and yeah, hopefully someday down the track we might see them run out against some of the South Barwons and some of the bigger clubs in Geelong.
As you say, there's almost a direct correlation between Torquay, the town as such growing to be as big as it is now, and the numbers that you've got down here. You'd have to be very pleased, not only as yourself but the junior committee as well, with the numbers that are playing footy for Torquay.
Oh, yeah, it's a big investment, and the footy's a huge part of the town. And, to have 5 under-10 sides, we've actually had under-12 boys playing in our under-14 Div 1 side. So we've got a lot of depth throughout the club. And as I said, we've got a really good program in place. So the town will continue to grow. And we want to make sure we're providing good football infrastructure for the next generation of senior players.
Right, Andrew. Well, that's fantastic to hear. Thanks for your time on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show.
Thank you. No problem. Cheers, mate.
We've been joined by 3 of the boys from the Torquay under-14 first side. They had a loss today against Geelong Amateur, but the 3 captains are pretty pleased with how things have been going so far this season. We've got James and 2 of the Matts that are captaining the Torquay side this year that have joined us. We'll go to you first, James. Just tell us about the position you played today and how the boys are feeling after the result out there today.
Yeah, we're pretty disappointed, but we fought hard all day and did all right.
How have you been going so far this season? Have you put a few wins together?
Yeah, we've won a few. We're probably about 7-7. We're doing all right. We've
headed for finals then?
Maybe.
All right, so you're on the cusp. Just talk us through what position you've been playing for the year.
I've been playing rucker over along with these 2 guys all year.
Oh, so you're all playing in the middle. Matt, are you a centreman as well?
Yep.
Is that a position that you enjoy playing?
Yeah, because you get to find space and have a run with the ball.
What do you enjoy most about playing footy for the Torquay Football Club?
I guess the culture's really good around here, and it's all a tight bunch of kids, and it's really good.
That's fantastic. We'll go over to the other Matt that's captaining the Torquay side as well. Matt, tell us about other position that you've been playing this year.
I line up at 7.5 forward as well, and like to kick a bag sometimes.
So what do you enjoy about playing footy for Torquay?
Well, we're all friendly around here. It's a good club. Yeah.
How many hours do you have to put in on the training track to work on your skills? Do you train once or twice a week?
Twice a week for about an hour and a quarter.
How do you enjoy training? Do you prefer playing to training, or?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it's always good to have a kick.
And you think you boys will end up in finals at the end of the year?
Yeah, we should. Just fit in there nicely, go up, win a premiership.
How do you find your role as captain? Do you need to maybe rev up the boys before the game or anything like that?
No, we just leave it to Andrew. And yeah, once we're doing the run around the square, we rev them up as well. Yeah.
Oh, lovely, mate. Well, that's good to hear that you guys are pushing towards finals. Hopefully you can get there at the end of the year. We thank you for your time on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show. We've been joined by Billy, the assistant coach today of the Geelong Amateur top side. He's been looking after, I think, the second side in the under-14s as well. So he stepped up today and played a part in what was a very good win for the boys, Billy, and they'll obviously be very pleased with the way they played.
Yeah, it was really good. It's about our first week for about 6 weeks. We've actually had 19 guys in the side. We've been able to do some rotations, and we're about 3 guys off our best side. But that was really pleasing today because we know Torquay are a good side down here, and the boys stuck to their structures today and they played the team plan, and they were pretty efficient, and we're pretty pleased with the win in the end.
So what happened today with you stepping up? Who looks after the second side now?
Oh, well, we play tomorrow, so I'm back on tomorrow, 8:30 tomorrow morning at Queen's Park. We'll be rolling out again, so with our middle side. So looking forward to that after an encouraging morning this morning. So looking forward.
How'd you find the challenge of taking on the Division 1 side today, and what sort of things did you try and learn from them that maybe you can put back into the second side as well?
We know that this side when we got our best side in the park, it's a really good side. Loey's a really good coach, and they're a very committed bunch of boys. My job today was to look after the back line, so it was about structures and the right matchups and keeping the back line intact and being efficient moving forward with the footy.
Do you find that maybe that's the thing that a few clubs are getting into as well, maybe the zones and all those sort of things? Does it happen at the under-14 level?
Yeah, we normally play zone kick out if we've scored a point. Which we didn't today. We went man-on-man today pretty much because of the conditions and the fact that we've had some new guys in the side back, so we just went man-on-man. But we'll play zone and we'll play huddle, all that type of tactical stuff, try and bring it in.
How are these boys going, though? As we said, we just spoke to a couple of the boys and they were talking about pushing towards finals. Are they right up there at the moment?
I think we're 5th at the moment with a reasonable run. We have to play St Joey's, I think, last game. We've got South Bowen next week, Leopold and Drysdale, I think. We're all good sides. So we think with our best side in, and we're hoping to nearly have that in the next couple of weeks, that we should be able to hopefully win at least 4 out of the 5, and that'll get us in.
In terms of development too, it's fantastic for the Geelong Amateur Football Club to have a side competing at the top level and these boys learning by playing against the best as well.
Yeah, we think that they're a Division 1 side, this side, and they're good enough to, push the good sides. St Joey's are probably the benchmark, and we think with their best side in, and if we're playing well, we could be really competitive with them.
That's good to hear. Well done today on the good win out here at Spring Creek Reserve. Thanks again for your time. You're almost becoming a regular here on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show. We've seen you a few times, but it's time for us to wrap up the show for another week. Be sure to join us next Friday at 7 a.m. I've been Tim Mitchell from Spring Creek Reserve, and thanks for your time again on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show. Moving on in our football segment here on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show, we've got 2 of the boys from the successful Geelong Amateur under-14 side. They had a good win out here today at Torquay. Max and Paddy have joined us. Max, you must be feeling pretty good after the result today. A very good win away from home here at Torquay.
Yeah, it was good to have a win. It'll probably put us in the 4 for the final, so that'll be good. It was a good game.
Is that something you've been aiming for the season, to get into the finals?
Yeah, that was our main aim at the start.
Lovely. Talk us through the position that you played today out there for Geelong Amateur.
I played up forward, and when we were against the wind, it was pretty tough, but we didn't really make the most of our chances, but we played pretty well in the end.
That's good to hear. You did get the win, Paddy. What about you? What position were you playing out there today?
Started the first half on the wing, but then I went down to the back line to help the boys out, so it was good.
That's good to hear. What school do you go to, and do you find that a lot of your boys coming from the same schools?
Yeah, I go to St Joey's myself. There's a few boys for Torquay playing from Joey's as well, so yeah.
How do you find that? Is there a bit of friendly banter during the week about the game and a few things at school?
Yeah, well, they'll probably cop a bit during the week at school.
That's good. How are you feeling about the win today? You're pretty pleased with the way the boys played?
Very pleased. The midfield was really good. We got a lot of clearances and worked really well.
So you think if you can get into the finals, you might be able to challenge a few of those top sides like South Bowen and St Joey's?
I reckon, yeah. I reckon once we've got a full side, I reckon we're a chance.
And how do you go training? I think there's 3 under-14 sides that you guys have at Geelong Amateur. How do you find training with all the boys? Do you separate?
For the first half of the year, we've trained all together, but towards the end of the year, we're getting a bit more serious and we're starting to train by ourselves, so it's good.
Well, hopefully that translates, boys, into you guys having some success towards the end of the season and continue to stamp yourselves as one of the top sides from the Ballerine competition in the Geelong Junior Football. Thanks for your time on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show.
This show brought to you by Read the Play, Promoted Trophy and Clothing Company, Kempy International, De Grande Cycle and Sport.